Hey, you guys, I would like to welcome you to another episode of Okita. Welcome back for everybody that has previously watched my last video, and to the people that are new, welcome to Okita. This show is dedicated to spirituality, self love, healing trauma, and finding one's purpose. So please like, subscribe, hit that notification below. And today's show, we will be talking about detachment from toxic patterns and mastering self love. I am your host, Okita, and let's get into it. So, last week we talked about what is your calling? Um, how does that feel? What are the different signs that you're looking for when looking for your calling? And dealing with self doubt and not giving up, because that's very important on this journey. Today, I would like to talk about it is 7/7/2023, which correlates to 777, which is all about choices, choosing your path, manifesting your reality, and choosing to be good or to be bad. This is the time now for chosen ones to live in your truth, to pursue your dreams, and be open to new things, because now is the time. This week, okay, so I want to talk about last week's show. I went and watched it, and as an artist, we are really like nitpicky, I should say. But for the most part, I think it was a really good show. I think that I could be a little less nervous, and I'm working on that. I'm getting better at that. But I just want to just kind of grow every time that I do a show. So I feel it. It's coming on. It's becoming a little more fluid and natural, and that's what I really want this show to be about. Is really connecting with the people, and for them understanding that this is not just a show that I'm creating because I want a show. This is a calling from God, and I wouldn't be doing it if He wouldn't keep nudging me to do it. So I'm doing it, God. I'm here. So let's get into it. We're going to be talking about self love. And I was going to go into detachment from toxic patterns, but I think I want to go into mastering self love, because at the beginning of my journey, I was like feeling the urge that God was calling me to do something better in my life. Like I was living in a cycle, and no matter where I went, what I was doing, who I was with, where I was moving in my life, it wasn't what I felt was called for me to do. And so I was praying, 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 crying, ugly cry, like asking God, like, God, please help me change my life and all this. And God looking at me like, change it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was praying for all this change, but when it all came down to it, He was like, you got to make the change. So we gonna get a little bit into mastering self love. Um, so with the prayer part, um, prayer. If you're praying with no work, it only equals hope. So you're just hoping, you know, for something amazing to happen. But if you're not putting in the work, there's you're just praying, you're just speaking stuff, but you have to put in the actions. Prayer and action equals different results. So if you're praying and you're putting in action, you'll have different results, but how do you maintain those different results? And my best thing is prayer, meditation, and action, which equals a clear mind. You get those answers and results, and you get the wholeness, because prayer is just asking. When you meditate, you're silent enough to receive those answers instead of saying, oh, I asked for this, God, and you're not doing it. You're not doing it either. So, you know what I'm saying? It works hand in hand. And so, prayer, action, and meditation, that's where you're going to start actually getting the answers, the results, and wholeness. So, it doesn't work if you're not ready. If you're not ready to put the work in, if you're not ready to change, there's not going to be any type of reward. You have to be able to be ready and willing to accept accountability for your actions. There was a time where I was just blaming other people. It's not my fault, it's your fault. Or because they do it, I do it. Or you gonna go low, I'm gonna go lower type thing. Like you always gotta flow in love and in harmony and peace, and just know that it's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. You know, is if I change my life and work on the things that I need to work on, somebody else needs to hear this. Somebody else has a testimony or been through some things that they're looking for somebody. All right, let me say. Okay, so there was a time where I was praying and I picked up my kids and I ran to church and I was looking for God. And when I got to the church, I didn't feel that peace that I thought that I was going to feel. And it took for me to actually look into the mirror and realize that I am who I've been looking for. I am the person that can change everything. I am the reason why I am not uh, happy at this point in my life. So if I don't change it, there's nothing that anyone can do, not even God. God can point you in the right direction, but if you're not willing to receive it, if you're not open to loving yourself, self-love, inner love, then it's not gonna happen. So I even try moving away, moving around. If you move around, wherever you go, you bring yourself with you. So if you're not changing yourself, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you're going to bring that with you, that energy, that vibration. So it's best to look within and start opening up. Self-love is all about daily routine and habits. So you can't say, oh, I'm going to work on this inner love and inner peace and then uh, be back at Tyrone's. Tyrone gotta go. You gotta let him go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be open. Self talk is very important. I have to speak those things that I want to happen because if I say, "Oh my God, this is so horrible. Why is this happening to me?" I stopped saying, and that's a good thing. Oh my God, I'm so glad I brought that up. Why is this happening to me? When you say, why is this happening to me? It's not going to give you the answer. That's more of like, pity me. Oh, why is this happening to me? No, you want to be like, what am I supposed to learn from this? What is this giving me an opportunity to grow? And that actually makes me think of the acronym GROW, which is actually getting rid of your old ways. So, on this journey of mastering your self love, you got to be able to have that self talk with yourself and basically push yourself to in ways of like speaking our spells. So if we speak those great things will happen. So instead of saying, why is this happening to me? What is this trying to teach me? And I journal a lot. So I write down these things of this is how I am and these are the things that I want to change. You have to build that self-talk. Even just saying, I love me. I love myself, you know, and the universe will start testing you, you know? So it's not just going to be, oh, I'm in my self-love. No, every day is going to be a test. Every day you're going to have to push yourself a little further and those little tests come. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get that urge to hang with the people that you used to hang with, or you might get that phone call, that text, or somebody might watch your Facebook stories and, give you those little increments of like, come on back to the dark side. But you gotta choose keep walking into the light, baby, because it's so much worth it. And moving in love, it's got to be more of like, I have to do what's best for me, and not more like, fuck you. Like, leave that out of it. It's all about what I have to do to be the best me, because at the end of the day, baby, you your own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? You're your devil and you're your angel. We say that, oh, the devil made me do it. No, you did it. You did it. You chose that, and now you got to deal with it. But are you going to grow from it? Are you going to learn from it? Are you going to open up your mind and your heart and know that self love is from within? You cannot wear it physically, clothing, shoes, wigs, hair, lashes. I mean, that's a presentation of how you feel within yourself, but true self love is going to stop you from doing those things that go against your integrity, or go against the things that you want to um, spiel out in the world, your inner glow from within. Um, so, yeah. I want to get a little bit into detachment from toxic patterns. So I talked a little bit about the acronym GROW, getting rid of your old ways, and a lot of that is putting your foot down for yourself. You got to be able to be open that maybe you did fuck up a little bit, and you need to get your shit together. Like, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. So I'm pushing forward, and I'm choosing to not choose the things I used to choose and do the things I used to do. I'm like really pushing forward. So that comes with me not being a victim to my circumstances. It really comes in hard when now I really got to figure this out. I really got to pace myself and say that I'm going to work on elevating and not being a toxic mess. Like, really, you really have to push for that, because you will be tempted. You got to know that every day is you versus you. Sometimes we try to pin ourselves against the world, or say that the world is against us. But in all reality, you project everything around you. Everything around you is a projection of what you have going on in inner in internally. That's what I'm trying to say. So every day is a journey, and it's always you versus you. Uh, the atmosphere that you have to be in to detach from these toxic energies is not going the same places that you used to go. You have to like really be open to, this is how I'm doing things, and I'm not switching up. I'm not going to change. Like, I had to stop drinking and going to 4th Street. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff that like I had to change to really like pursue and know that I want so much better for myself, and that whatever it takes for me to grow, I'm all into it. Meditation, journaling, really tugging on myself when I know that this is something that I should stray away from. Um, I'm really big on you are what you eat. So if you eating a pile of shit, you a pile of shit. If you eating fruits and vegetables, baby, you sweet. So be a fruit and vegetable. Don't eat shit because it don't smell right. But yeah, there was something else that I really wanted to say to you guys. Um, I do want to let you know that Okita, it will be here every Friday now. So hit that notification button so that you're in tune and that we can have these conversations, and I could open up and just be like real with y'all, because this is not the easiest journey, but it is the most rewarding. I've accomplished so much within the last 2 years. If you ask me where I would be 3 years ago, if you ask me, could I see myself even here starting Okita, or pursuing my music, or being a poet, I always knew I wanted to, but for it to be here is surreal, and I'm just living in it. I'm blessed. I thank God. I thank myself. Can I thank myself? Because if it wasn't for myself choosing myself, ooh, baby, dark days, baby, dark days. I had some dark times. But God is good, man. And I want to keep my show as short as possible. So I want to leave you guys with, I always leave you guys with like some wisdom. So this is actually a quote that I made up. Woo woo. It's to tell your story is way more interesting than living it. And I wrote that. I was journaling and just trying to get out a whole lot of stuff. I said that. I wrote it and I was like, oh my God, that's so good. Because to actually tell your story is way less it's way more interesting than living it, because when you're living it, you're like, when the hell is the sunshine gonna come? You know? But after you overcame so much and you start to realize, like, dang, I made it through. And I'm about to keep pushing, and it was that easy. It was, dang, I was making a big deal out of it this whole time, and this is all I have to do. Once you get that aha moment, it's like, okay, let me tell you a story. It's way more interesting to tell the story than to live it. I'm telling you, because it is it's rewarding. So for me to even get to this point right here where I'm doing Okita, I just thank God. So Okita, it will be here every single Friday. I would like to thank everybody that is watching. Please like, subscribe. Um, Down below, I want you guys to comment. I would like to thank everybody that commented last time on last week's post. But this week, I would like you to comment down below the different ways that you practice self-love, and what does self-love look like to you. So join us next week for another great topic. I would like to start doing stuff within the week, in the middle of the week, to kind of like get you guys hyped up for the next episode of Okita. But until then, thank you for watching. I love you all. Thank you to my 50 subscribers. This is Okita.